The Train to Nowhere. In 1940, Italy was a country caught between war and uncertainty. But on a calm summer evening in July, at the Rome Tiburtina railway station, everything felt unusually peaceful. Passengers moved casually across the platform, families exchanged hugs, and the newly built Zanetti Express waited proudly on the tracks. It was a beautiful green passenger train with polished brass details, designed to be the pride of the Italian rail network. 104 passengers boarded the train that day. Young couples heading for a weekend retreat, parents reading newspapers, children pressing their faces against the windows, and even a quiet priest who had boarded at the last moment. The conductors made their final checks. A whistle echoed through the platform, and the Zanetti Express slowly pulled out of the station. No one imagined it would be the last time that train was ever seen in Italy. For the first part of the journey, everything was normal. The countryside rolled past like a painting, mountains, open fields, and patches of sunlight drifting through the clouds. Inside the train, people laughed, chatted, and enjoyed their meals. The atmosphere was calm, almost perfect. But everything changed when the train approached the Lombardy Tunnel, a long stone tunnel carved through the mountains. As the Zanetti Express neared the entrance, an unusually thick white fog began to swirl around the opening. It wasn't the kind of fog that settles naturally on cold mornings. This was dense, heavy, and strangely sudden. The train entered the tunnel, and darkness swallowed the compartments. A strange humming sound echoed through the walls. Passengers began to look around nervously as a white smoke-like mist crept through the train. The lights flickered violently. The floor vibrated. People shouted, some panicked, and then everything went silent. Minutes passed outside the tunnel. The Zanetti Express should have emerged on the other side within seconds, but it didn't. Railway staff waited, confused, and eventually sent workers inside to investigate. They walked through the tunnel with lanterns and torches, expecting to find a derailed train, broken tracks, anything at all. But the tunnel was completely empty. There was no wreckage, no bodies, no sign that a train had ever entered. When news reached Rome, panic spread quickly. The Italian government reacted immediately. The tunnel was sealed off, all documents were collected, railway workers were warned to stay silent, and the official announcement declared that a technical accident had occurred. But the families of the missing passengers never received proof. No wreckage, no remains, no explanation. And then, months later, something even stranger happened. Thousands of miles away in Mexico City, two Italian men appeared wandering the streets, confused, frightened, and wearing clothes from the 1940s. They didn't understand where they were or how they had arrived there. When questioned, both insisted they had been passengers on a train in Italy, a train that entered a tunnel filled with smoke. They believed the date was still 1940. Doctors treated them, but the men disappeared from the hospital 2 days later without a trace. Their identities were never confirmed. Over the next few decades, mysterious sightings began to appear around the world. In Russia, railway workers claimed they saw a silent green train rush past an unused track. In India, villagers described an old European-style train moving slowly through early morning mist. And in Romania, a station master refused to work nights after seeing a ghostly train glide past the station without making a single sound. The descriptions were always the same: an old green passenger train filled with motionless passengers staring blankly through the windows. But the most shocking sighting occurred in 1991 in the town of Querétaro, Mexico. On a stormy night, two railway workers inspecting abandoned tracks saw a train emerging through the fog. Rain poured heavily, thunder echoed in the sky, and yet, this train moved silently. Absolutely no sound. As it came closer, the workers saw its flickering lights and the unmistakable green paint of the Zanetti Express. The passengers inside sat stiffly in their seats, dressed in 1940s clothing, their faces pale and expressionless. The train glided past the workers like a shadow, and before it reached the end of the tracks, it slowly disappeared into thin air. No steam, no crash, no wreckage. Just gone. After that sighting, theories erupted around the world. Some experts believed the train had slipped into a rift in time, traveling endlessly between different eras. Others suggested it entered a parallel dimension, trapped between worlds. Some thought the government had hidden a major accident and all sightings were hallucinations. But none of these explanations could account for the appearance of passengers wearing old clothes, or the consistent description of the same silent green train in different countries in different decades. Even today, people living near abandoned railway tracks in northern Italy claim they sometimes hear a distant whistle in the middle of the night, a whistle that echoes gently across the mountains, even though no train has passed through the area for over 80 years. Some say it's only the wind. Others believe the Zanetti Express still travels through the fog, searching for a place where it belongs, searching for a way home. A train that left Italy in 1940 and never stopped moving. A journey without an end. A mystery without an answer. A story whispered in railway legends as the train to nowhere.